You got a unibrow, boy.
The
June, where'd you get that at?
I ordered this okay, so I ordered this around like Halloween time because it's like the Halloween edition, and I didn't get it till like earlier this week. And I was like, damn, he died on the 31st. I ordered it like 24th, 23rd. I was wondering, I was like, damn, that's taking forever. It's taking like 3 months, like. Then I found out he actually died on the 31st. And I was like, damn, that's probably like they didn't do no orders or nothing, and they kept the secret for like 4 months. So I was wondering. Oh,
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He died that long ago? Damn.
That's yeah.
Did they ever say what happened?
Nope. I don't know. I think it's probably COVID related, to be honest.
Possible.
He didn't look like a health, not regular.
I always felt like if someone dies and nobody wants to say how they died, it's usually something bad or embarrassing.
I don't know. I just feel like it was because it's COVID season, like kind of sucks because like a lot of people dying because of COVID. At least what I know of COVID.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even go into the hospital now with like someone assuming you got COVID. Like somebody can actually die from something else, and they'll say, "Oh, it's COVID related." So I don't know. That's
It's that serious.
Where the hell Mike go, bro? Damn, boy. Always doing something. Anyways, we better go ahead and get started. Welcome back to the GeezerCast, where knowledge is key and we are seekers of knowledge. Today, we just on bullshit, but we got a very special, discussion today. GOAT Talk, NBA edition. Who's the GOAT? Who's the best player ever? I'd say LeBron. MJ, what do you think?
You don't know.
LeBron.
Kahari?
You already know Jordan.
Malik? And that's why we're here today. So I'm gonna go out and go ahead and start on my debate and why LeBron's the best. He's taller, stronger, faster. Basketball IQ has to be at least 10 to 12 points higher.
I should write this down. Hold on, I need to write
I need proof.
I mean, he beat the Warriors. There was a 73-10 team. Technically the best team of all time. Better than the 72-10 Bulls that Jordan was on. LeBron beat them. He beat those Warrior team, bro. I think that's the biggest. That's the biggest reason, for real.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know where to start with you.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I know it's just too much facts. It's just
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This man won 6 rings in a row. Won 3 in a row. Played baseball, came back, and won more ring against the top people in his era. Jordan. Motherfucking Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, all the greats that everybody say playing in basketball, Jordan has beat them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With the same team, ain't ever left. I ain't went to no Miami. He had to have a big concert. Mm-hmm. LA, play with AD. He did all this with the same team. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think he go.
I'm glad you didn't say by himself. I'm glad you said same team. I'm glad you said that. Go ahead, Malik.
If he wasn't by himself, yeah.
I kind of think about what you said. They beat a 72 or 72 team. Hey, let's be real. Most NBA teams on that season, like the last maybe 5 years, kind of suck. So it's not kind of hard to be a 72-0 team. Not saying it's not hard, but hear me out. Compared to playing in late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, a lot more teams are harder to be 72-10. So I don't like how that argument is always brought up. Like, oh, how come this team 72? But like teams, it was harder to play. Like I think it was hard to play. They played harder. If that makes sense.
Thank you.
Can I say something? And as good as LeBron is, it looks like the other players aren't as good. The league doesn't look as good when LeBron plays. That's what I'm saying. You know, when Jordan played, it looked difficult. Whew, shit. But when LeBron plays, it's like this just looks easy because LeBron just killing everybody until he faced against a team that's just, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty raw. You know what I'm saying? And he got his work cut out for him. That's it.
Look, let me add on to that. Let me piggyback on that. So look, you know what I'm saying? LeBron playing an era right now where NBA is soft. You get fouled for anything. You get caught on anything. You touch, you brush past somebody, oh, it's a foul. You know what I mean? It's a flopping era. So everybody gets away with that flopping. You can run up 3-point, do that crazy shit, get a foul. 3 shots. You know what I'm saying? So you playing in a soft era. So people can't really approach him like they want to because I'm gonna get fouled. I'm gonna get I'm gonna waste all my fouls. So that's the reason why he really gets in the paint like he do because people barely foul.
He's a tank.
He's talented, but
hold on, we got an extra guy. We got an extra guy joining in.
I wouldn't say
his name is Trey.
He's soft, but I wouldn't say that because he definitely has a skill set to get into the.
No, I was gonna say he got the skill set, he got the talent, but I'm just saying the NBA is soft. Versus back then, the 80s and the 90s. Bad boys.
Yeah, it was more rough back then, but I feel like the players that play now are 10 times better than players back then.
Well, that's like, I don't want to say through the evolution, but in like sports, like people ain't gonna play baseball like they were in the 40s now. So obviously the conditioning, there's more rules, so they gotta adapt to that. They gotta change. They gotta alter. Basketball players have to alter the way they play to adjust with the game. So obviously, of course, Michael Jordan probably. I don't want to say that, but I could hold LeBron now if he played in the NBA now in his prime because it's just different. Two completely, the two different eras of learning. So, that's why I don't really like that comparison. It's soft. Yeah, it's softer than NBA now. So it's like, kind of, you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, I get it.
But if LeBron played during Jordan's era, he would be ridiculous because he would have to be rough. He would have to be.
I mean, I feel like all the great players, if they had to play in different time periods, they would be great still, but the way they would play would be different. Like, if LeBron played back then, I feel like he'd be more rougher because that's how he's going to have to play. And then vice versa, everybody's going to have to switch up because that's how they play.
I think that's just in you. That's just in you. Like Pat Beverly, I feel like would last, you know what I mean? Somebody like him would definitely. They'll love it. Like, come on. But I don't know if LeBron would, man, because...
Well, we can't really say that because you're just going off of how he plays now, which is how he has to play now.
I'm just saying, that's your mindset. Why is Pat Beverly still playing like that? I don't think it's the era, bro.
And where's Pat Beverly?
I mean, he's not as talented as LeBron, but I'm just saying he got the heart. If LeBron had as much heart as Pat Beverly, then yeah, he'd be...
Does anybody own a Pat Bev jersey?
Yeah. What do they do? His mama?
You think she got one? I don't even know if she got one.
I don't know if she just got an NBA jersey.
I got a Clipper shirt.
Hers says Kawhi.
Kawhi, yeah. Kawhi. I don't think anybody got a Kawhi jersey. I don't see anybody with a Kawhi jersey.
The claw.
I forgot Kobe was a part of this.
Yeah, Trey. So we were just talking about who's the GOAT.
Yeah.
So go ahead and say who you think's the GOAT.
Without a question. Without a doubt.
He's a Laker.
It's Kobe Bryant.
What? Not LeBron? Why is he the GOAT?
It's just what he brings to the game, just period. Because he wasn't naturally like 6'8", 250. He didn't come into the league like that. This was a 6'8", 190, 200-pound kid that had to work his way to the top. You know
Sometimes
I
be thinking like, Jordan is like Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? At like Kroger or something. But then you go to Dollar Tree, you can see snowflakes. like $3 cheaper or something, and that's Kobe. I mean, they look exactly the same, and they taste similar, but
Don't compare Kobe to no damn Dollar Tree, Dollar General cereal.
I mean,
At least say Kroger cereal if that. Like, come on, man. Damn. Dollar General.
LeBron is like some hot grits or maybe some oatmeal, like something just
Here
better.
you go. Here you go. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Who eats grits and oatmeal? Just, you know what I'm saying? Just like, period. You're the only one, so that explains.
It's like
Shit, I like grits.
That explains
I like
everything.
oatmeal.
I mean, LeBron got some. He plays against Kawhi, arguably one of the best defensive players we've seen in a long time. He really is, even though I don't think he's the best player. I mean, he's good defense. Kevin Durant, to me, is one of the best players ever, just because he can shoot and he's long as fuck.
He's a center, but
he just ain't no leader. He's kind of like he's soft. He's super soft, but he's raw for real. Harden, Westbrook, oh my God. To me, the most explosive NBA player ever. Westbrook.
Ooh.
Westbrook.
Well, I guess, yeah. It's like a tie between him and D Rose.
Westbrook not really a threat when it comes to the playoffs, though.
That prime time D Rose.
That's true, but that's the same.
Westbrook was like that from prime to now.
Yeah, what was he prime?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to ask y'all, when was that prime? Has he ever gotten a chance? I feel like he hasn't genuinely.
That's what I'm saying. He's not really been a threat in playoffs, so it's like you can't count Westbrook.
But that's the same as Jordan playing against like Barkley or something. Like
Barkley went to the playoffs. He went to the playoffs.
And explosive, but I mean, he was never really gonna get in Jordan's way. We all knew that. He was never.
This is Jordan. But if Barkley played against anybody else, he would have won. That's how good Barkley was. But that's how good Jordan was. Jordan was just that.
Barkley was never gonna be in Jordan's way. I don't think.
Ever.
But y'all counted him though. Who said it? Malik. One of y'all said it.
He was in the finals. What do you mean?
I don't think he was ever really in his way. So.
Won the MVP over Jordan. I mean, you gotta be somebody if you win MVP over Jordan.
I mean, he was cool.
I mean, that means Stephen Curry gotta be somebody being MVP over LeBron. Probably the best shooter of all time. Period. Ever.
But don't act like Steph wasn't going off in 2 years. Then 2, 3, 4 years.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jordan, did Jordan go against Larry Bird? Or is he too early?
Yeah, he did his Magic and Bird.
But Bird was getting old,
early
though.
in his career. It was like early, though.
So that don't count.
It does count. They was still there. It's still Bird. You know, like.
I mean, Jordan couldn't get past Bird until he got Scotty, and that's when Mike was able to beat Magic, right?
But do you think he could have done that with just anybody? Like, obviously,
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Thank you.
It's not controlling something from the GOAT to persuade, like, to get him on the season to help him get to where he needed to be. I feel like that's GOAT, like, move.
Thank you, see?
Not anybody can just pick up anybody and say, "Oh, help me win."
Right.
You know, that's GOAT. Jordan GOAT for that. Like, that's sure he had help, but he had to convince him or do some shit. Sounds like GOAT material to me. Leadership.
Yeah.
I agree. You know.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
You know, sometimes people need the GOAT to come to them, you know? They need the king to travel south.
I don't think we're going to say that.
Come to Miami.
You gotta tell us South Beach.
He never lost a couple of times. You know, remains mostly stable as long as he could.
He had to do what he had to do at that time, I guess.
I mean, when you were Jordan, you could play whoever. You could take whoever with you.
I just know who didn't switch teams. I just know one person that didn't.
And Jordan didn't either. So
shit.
What's your point now, Jay?
You know what's funny?
What?
I just thought of this. I had an epiphany. Yo,
like
it's
you better do
crazy
that.
because when you think about it, it's like, damn, what if nobody else wanted Jordan or Kobe because it just was not gonna work out? But everybody wants LeBron because wherever LeBron goes, it'll work out.
Did it work out with Kyrie?
I do y'all
It
thing.
ain't. It ain't.
I let y'all do your thing. 'Cause I got
No, I'm gonna wait till he sits back down.
ran off.
Trying to get back up. But it was.
That's my
It was-
oatmeal.
Oh,
Is this your little plug for promotion? You gonna get
That's
a
it.
check?
Yeah, that's a promotion. Yeah, it's a commercial. You got a little sponsorship.
This podcast is brought to you by.
Instant oatmeal, vegan.
I was wondering who ate oatmeal. That's my oatmeal. But I mean,
But
don't you think that could be something though?
I mean, yes, and also because of his style of play, like small forwards, they don't like they have to like. There's always something missing. Like LeBron wasn't the shooter, so that's why he had shooters. You know what I'm saying? But he could pass the ball, rebound the ball, yada yada yada, this and that. And that's why people was coming to him because it was like, oh, okay, let's get. You know what I'm saying? I like that he passes the ball because he can't shoot the ball that well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he'll pass the ball to me.
I'll make sure
Hey,
you finish that sentence.
But when you have a pure scorer,
Like who?
like the one and only Kobe Bryant.
Want to know the Kobe Bryant.
But when you have a pure scorer, score anytime you want to, you know, people get
You got the pure
intimidated.
goat.
People was getting intimidated by his like competitiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like his will to win. People didn't like that. Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
What? Why would
It
people
is.
play with?
They
Kobe?
wasn't intimidated of his will to win. They was intimidated by him being an asshole.
And
Because
that's
of
came
what?
with being competitive.
Because he was a
But thank
doo-doo
you.
head.
Because of what?
He was competitive. He was too competitive to the point where he didn't give a fuck about being a friend. He didn't want to be your friend. He wanted to win. Well, no, we're here to be homies. We're here to win.
And that's true.
But
And like, unlike Cleveland, Chicago, and Miami, you know what I'm saying? The LA Lakers franchise was all about winning, nothing else, bro. It was about nothing else but winning. Think about it. Who
when did
other?
When did Phil Jackson start playing for the Lakers? Was it immediately after?
Who?
Immediately after he coached the Bulls, or
Like he's speaking to the mic, Malik.
I said when did Phil Jackson start coaching for the Lakers?
I think it's right after the
I think it was right after because it may have been like that a 1 year gap,
Oh yeah.
1 or
Okay,
2 years.
kind of after. I didn't know if he played with anything else. So what I'm hearing is like Phil Jackson. Okay, he obviously helped the Bulls throughout their dynasty, or whatever. Then immediately
Right.
went immediately over to the Lakers. Took that knowledge, that winning knowledge already, and obviously already had key players and shit. So he obviously already knew it. That's why I feel like he didn't really like. I don't know. I just feel like that right there for Kobe's sake.
Say it. Say it.
It didn't. For Kobe's sake, that's not really goat moves right there to me. Because Phil Jackson, he told what to do. Phil Jackson told what to do. He told me, all right, yeah, I'll do it. But it wasn't like no building, like nothing, nothing was a bond. There wasn't no like. I'm sure it was a bond. Obviously, if you're winning, it was a bond. But I just feel like there wasn't no growth. You know what I'm saying? Phil Jackson had to grow into Jordan and see him evolve. I don't know. It's just, you know what I mean, right? Like,
You hear that, Jimmy?
I see it, Trey. I see him on the wall. I see him on the wall.
I don't know if I'm trying to like that's just how I feel. Like I feel like the coach, like he didn't really. I don't know. You just don't need a. It's not goat shit. I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to fight for Jordan, bro. I'm really fighting for Jordan. I'm trying. It's hard because.
I mean, to me personally, it's like my bad. Okay.
Go ahead.
Jordan was just that dude, bro. Like he set the bar for the GOAT. Everybody trying to catch up to him. He ain't trying to catch up to nobody else. He did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? He had no
Well,
right.
guess who already done passed Jordan? Yeah, guess who done passed Jordan? Kobe and LeBron. So put him in third.
Stop the count. Stop the count. They need
Put
more
him in
rings.
third.
Here go, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron to me. So, but anything, you know what I'm saying? They trying to catch up to Jordan because Jordan already set that bar.
The only thing they're trying to catch up in is rings. That's it. As individual players, LeBron definitely has all of them.
Outbeat him and everything.
So
I
all
was
they
about to
need
say, is MJ
rings
still
and
here?
that's it. So if you balance out the regular player shit and the rings, LeBron's better than Jordan. I'm sorry. Especially if he gets 5 rings. He's better. There's no
If he do this,
I will say this.
three-peat,
I will say this,
Yeah.
like, I was
Kobe got
like,
5.
I didn't know how I would feel if LeBron won a ring now because, like, of the team that we have now. But he still is playing pretty good. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, if he were to win a ring.
But he wasn't winning the rings with the same team. It was always team here, team here, team here. Like 3 different teams. Rings. I don't think that's loyal. It's just, it's just hopping around and shit. So.
Yeah.
Can you stop being a conservative basketball?
Just like what Kahari said, we ain't trying to
he like just
around for
adapt.
friends. We ain't trying to make friends like Kahari said. We trying to win.
No, but y'all said LeBron does try to make friends. Y'all said that.
Now he is a friendly dude. Now I'll give him that.
LeBron went to his friends. LeBron goes to his friends.
This type of.
Yes, LeBron wants to win, but he goes to his friends. He
LeBron
went to D-Wade first.
Ass nigga.
It's all good. But this is
He's
why
a piggyback
I
ass
put
nigga.
LeBron so high up on my radar is because one, I feel like he's one of the greatest players who can almost defend every position. Like you can give him the ball, he can play point guard and be fine. He'll do everything a point guard would do. The 2, the 3, the 4, and he can almost damn near post up with centers and give him a little work. For real, that's why when I see him be like, hey, LeBron, we're short a man. Can you fill in? And he will. Like you don't have to worry about no other position. But hey, it's all right. If someone goes down, you can put LeBron in, and we'll be just fine. We can keep that gear running. He will fill in for any gear. Which is why I kind of feel like there's not too many players who can do that, who can defend every position and do good in it. Magic, another guy. Magic
That's one of the only others I can
but
think
I
of.
still put LeBron. I still put LeBron over Magic. I feel like LeBron killed Magic.
I don't know about kill him though. I mean, but
I still feel like if they play 10 times, he'll win 10 times. If not, Magic might get 1.
I see you're doing too much.
Oh no,
Because they was
you really tripping if you think Magic.
You don't went too far.
Now you went too damn far.
That's why I put LeBron so high up though.
Because they are neck and neck.
No, that nigga.
No.
How are they not?
How
Magic
are they?
was just as fast. He can pass just as just as good as LeBron.
Okay,
I'm
so
saying
are there
LeBron was just
the
as
same?
fast as Magic. Don't act like Magic didn't have speed.
He
Are there-
did.
Magic was one of the
the same?
fastest players in the league too.
But
Are
Jordan,
their numbers
I mean,
the same?
You said what?
Are their numbers the same?
Because Magic's career got cut because of AIDS.
that's on him.
That's on him. And it still wasn't the same. So what you're trying to fight is going
He
down.
only played like what? 7 years?
It's all right. Even when he was playing, their numbers still wasn't the same. That's what I'm trying to get to you. Their numbers wasn't the same.
It's all right.
He only played like 7 years.
It's all right. Their numbers still wasn't the same.
Not really not.
I'm just saying, like,
That's all I'm trying to
LeBron
get to
can
you.
just stick with a team. I don't want to see him stick with a team. Can you stay with him, please?
But
Who
what-
cares if he sticks with a team? What does that have to do anything?
And what's the difference? What is
It's
that?
because you going to people that's already got good players. That's like Jordan going to play with Magic now.
Lakers didn't.
Who did Cleveland
With
have?
John Stockton now. Let me go with Barkley. Yeah, he doing all right. Let me go play with Barkley. Let me go play with John Stockton.
Who did Cleveland have?
Nobody. The Lakers
He
ain't
went
have
back because
nobody.
he felt guilty. He felt guilty. Like, I left my home. Let me go back.
When he went back,
And won.
No. He went back home and said, "I'm gonna win y'all something." That's what I said.
Okay, so you talking about when he came back? When he came back,
He
yeah,
wouldn't have went back
Kyrie.
if Kyrie wasn't there. He wouldn't have went back if Kyrie wasn't there.
That's what I'm saying. He got Kyrie.
Say that.
That's what actually won the ring. That's who
Well,
motherfucking doing his thing. And motherfucker against the Warriors, the 72-10. Kyrie, nigga.
If he would have went back, he would have just got somebody to play with him anyway.
All right.
So why he stay?
All right.
Because he couldn't get what he needed, so he had to
Exactly.
leave. He had to swallow his pride. He had to swallow his pride.
He can't stick it through the mud. He can't
Do you
run.
think Jordan would have won all his rings if Dennis Rodman and them never came?
Probably.
I don't know.
what was I
I
about to
feel
say?
like
Impossible.
them niggas
But he
definitely
figured it out. He would have figured it out.
But that Cleveland situation with LeBron was fucked up anyway. I think anybody would have left.
I think Malik got something to say. He keeps.
No, I was just about to say.
Yo.
Mike said they would have gone if Dennis ever joined it. It's like LeBron can pick up whoever he wants. I'm sure Kobe. I don't think Kobe really did, right?
Nobody wanted to play with Kobe, though.
Nobody want to play with Kobe. That's why some niggas left.
Yeah, niggas.
No, because
That's why
because
some
they were
great players
declining
left. Actually,
as a player.
some great players left.
I just see how that's really is. I'm like, oh,
All you really had was
LeBron doesn't pick, he just goes. And like once he's there, then he's like, yeah, okay, GM, get the fuck out of here. Coach, get the fuck out of here. I'm taking over. Like that's whack. I don't know. Like that never really. At least stay consistent. Stay on one team, and then shuffle people around that way instead of going a whole other franchise,
right.
hijacking that.
Hey, you want to know something? Another reason why I like LeBron. He was an entrepreneur. He had an entrepreneur mindset. He wasn't a slave to the game.
We talking about actual entrepreneurship. This not a business talk. We talking about basketball.
Oh, it is a business. Oh, it is a business.
Always a business player.
LeBron said, I do whatever I want.
Wait till you get done.
I play on whoever's court I want to play on. You know what? I'm going to go play over here. Y'all can come watch if y'all want.
Is that what you consider entrepreneurship?
He helped other players feel free and have freedom.
I mean, I guess you could do that when you just fucking take over their. Like you just replace it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure anything can happen. Just show up and fucking take over it.
I tell you, LeBron built different, man. When he comes places, he be like, "Hey, move, everybody move."
That's that.
Everybody move.
I was thinking he had to give Kerr a chance. I'm not saying Kerr was bad, but trusted him. I mean, it took growing, but he trusted him. He never was fucking get the fuck off, get out of here. No.
I have a question for y'all.
So
Let's say y'all was hooping for a team y'all did not want to hoop for, or a city you didn't really care to be at for real. And you had the option to go to any team you wanted to. Would you move or would you stay because that's who drafted you? And you're the best player.
I would say.
I do that.
it just depends. It depends on the era, because like I would see why LeBron would do it now, because you know what I'm saying, Boston had the big three and you know LeBron got his squad, everybody's just squadding up now. But like back then it was just like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Now just get me some players, you know what I'm saying, players that can play. Now if I had to choose, it would just depend on the situation as well. Like if we just down bad, just terrible, like these dudes, who the fuck are these guys? Then yeah, get me on the bad air player. But if it's something I can work with, if it's something I can work with, like Kobe, for instance, like Kobe, you know what I'm saying? He just dealt with what he had. You know what I'm saying? He just played with the cards that he had, and he got 3 more championships out of it.
You're lucky he got Shaq. I'll tell you that.
Shaq needed Kobe as well.
I agree, but he lucky he got Shaq the same way
Shaq's
Jordan
lucky he had Kobe.
getting Dennis Rodman and Pippen.
Shaq's lucky he had
I'm
Kobe.
just saying, Jordan wouldn't have won without Rodman.
No, you wouldn't.
Because you still need a team.
He may have won.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
Kobe had a team too, and he got frustrated and retired.
He didn't have a team at the end. Hell no. Who's on the team at the end?
He had a team.
He did not have a team.
Who was
I mean,
on the team?
If he dropped 60 points, he didn't have no team because he did not want to pass at all. He's like, I don't think you can score. I'm gonna just.
Well, it was his last
What are you
game.
gonna practice
It was his
to?
last game.
I don't give a damn.
Who was
It
he
was
gonna
his
practice
last
to,
game. I would have been like, yeah, I'm taking these shots.
MJ,
I ain't gonna come back ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Look, my whole
This
thing
is my last game ever. I'm getting my shots.
In Kobe's defense, if you have nobody to really pass it to, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know you can score. If I know I can put up 20 points in a heartbeat, I'm gonna do that shit. Fuck it. I can't pass nobody the ball that's gonna put up numbers. LeBron, you have people that can put up numbers. You had D Wade and Bosh, Ray Allen. The ball at 3-point, he gonna score.
Jordan, Rodman, Pippen, Kerr. Kerr can shoot.
Pippen ain't gonna put up no 20, 30 points like that. I mean,
He put up 30. Stop.
Rodman ain't gonna put up no 20, 30 points like
But he
that.
get you 30 rebounds.
Yeah, he get you 30 rebounds.
Insane.
I mean, okay, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to get rebounds. He's supposed to get rebounds.
This nigga guy said, I mean, you're supposed to play basketball. It's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, nigga, damn.
And LeBron gotta go somewhere else to get that. He came to him. Rodman said, "Shit, let me go play with Jordan." Jordan.
Maybe it had something to do with who was over the team. Maybe they weren't giving him the pieces he needed.
That was Cleveland.
Yeah,
Early Cleveland.
maybe.
But when he went to Miami, he turned into GM LeBron. He was
And
like,
then he went back. Why'd you go back, LeBron? You felt guilty. You left your hometown.
Nah, he made a promise. He said, I'm going to get y'all a motherfucking championship. I'm coming to give
So
y'all.
why you ain't stay and win them a championship?
Because it's cold and it looks like doo-doo and it's construction everywhere.
That's where you
and the
from.
palm-
That's
like
your home.
trash. I'm going to LA with the palm trees and the hills
To Miami first.
and the beach.
He went to Miami first.
I'm trying to hear
Miami
Malik,
was a little bit too humid. The mosquitoes was eating up LeBron. He said, I'm going west.
I'm trying to hear Malik's answer. What
About
to James' shit?
have a basketball team. If I was to play for a spot on the team, I were to keep it. The first question.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm a Knicks fan, right?
oh,
I know. Okay. I'm a Knicks fan, right? It would be my now. My next question: am I as good as Jordan and LeBron? Or
Yes.
No. All right. I'm a Knicks fan, right? So if I'm as good as them, I'm gonna want to stay on the Knicks and help build that franchise and organization to how I want it to. Because I'm a Knicks fan. Like it's a shitty team, so I'm already at that lower level. I can only go up if I'm as good as them, and I have that ability to take and trade. I'm not gonna leave all the time whenever I get bored or whenever I want to start winning more. Like obviously, I love the team. That's just how I am, though. It could be opinionated based, bias, but like if I have the ability to pick and choose and drag and drop, be my own GM for the Knicks, like my career or like fucking 2K, dude, I'm fucking taking over. I'll take over that. I'll definitely stay. I'll stay.
that's also because of like it's the Knicks, it's New York City as well. Why anybody would probably stay with the Knicks if they had control.
Yeah, if they did, hell yeah. But the Knicks they got a curse. That's why motherfuckers be trying to go to Brooklyn because it's still New York, but not the Knicks.
Bro, I promise, bro. Everybody on Brooklyn's dick every day. It's every day to get new fans. Not saying that y'all are, but it's just the aspect like, oh, I got the Knicks up, but why are the Nets so good? I'm like, the Nets is new. Like you could easily constantly rebuild and find new shit. It's a new team. Like you've been around for like fucking 100 years. So I don't know. Maybe that's just because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm passionate to the franchise.
I like the Knicks.
Yeah, I've always liked the Knicks. Y'all just got a curse, man. Y'all's owner and GM, all that shit. It's all fucked up. It's bad.
For James Jones, sell the team or pass out. I don't want to say the other thing because that's mean, but we just need a new one. He's not doing nothing. It's like he doesn't know anything about basketball or what it takes to win or what it.
Yeah.
Like you don't even have, like you as the owner, or you don't have to do anything. Like you just hire the right people and just shut up and like let this shit roll, bro.
Hey, yeah, y'all need to drop them $100 million checks.
He's
Them
just.
motherfuckers in there.
I think he's just there just to say like when he goes to the bar, yeah, I own the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no attraction right now.
It's just for the money, you know. That's why I feel bad. Because, like, especially now during COVID, like, no one can really go to games anymore. And, like, I'm a Knicks fan. I go to losing Knicks games often when I was a kid. But it just felt, like, good, you know, obviously to motivate the players and shit. But now, I don't know. Maybe I'm just still speaking on being a Knicks fan. It's just harder because we can't motivate our people and we suck even worse through Zoom. So, this way.
Shit, we got 5 right here. We can go try it out.
I swear to God, I suck at basketball, but I feel like I could be a Knick sometimes. Sometimes when I watch him play, when I see Julius Randle play, I'll be like, all right, good, just keep that up, man. Keep it up, bro.
If y'all wanna talk
Julius
about
Randle was my
LeBron,
favorite at it.
Oh, I had a question for y'all. Does it take? Damn, I just had it. It was not Knicks related. Okay. Let's just say, is it better to start a team off with a franchise player and letting him build up, or just you being a GM or you being an owner and you wanting a certain team, you know, like, or you wanting to pick up an automatic certain player?
You need a franchise player because people's gonna play with that. People's gonna want to play with that player.
Mm.
right?
Because what that second option, that's what the Knicks is doing right now. You know what I'm saying? They just got a team
Yeah, we're picking up.
and they're trying to win games and stuff like that, but they're not winning that much games. And you know that's why I'm saying there's no attraction right now because they're not winning like they used to.
My whole thing is the chemistry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, my bad.
I was just saying we don't have a franchise player. Like every
Yeah.
year we're expecting a LaMelo #1 draft pick every fucking year, or you know,
Yeah.
obviously we're expecting something crazy like that, and then we get third, eighth, we get some fucking body, and then we're like, he'll be the franchise player, and then it's back to fucking Frank Ntilikina or
Yep.
fucking Archie. It's just like, oh my god.
Y'all had Porzingis.
Yeah,
Yeah. I forgot
left.
about that.
and then he started fucking going crazy, you know, on the Mavericks. So, oh
I
well.
forgot all about that.
They
Yeah.
had him too, man.
They had him. So really,
yeah.
I really think they should just hang on to Julius Randle right now because I just feel like he's like one of the players that they would like somebody would go play with.
Yeah.
One of them. I'm not sure who else plays for the Knicks, but I know.
Well, see, we got
Like,
very fresh, you know, like Kevin Knox. Now we have Obi Toppin, quickly, fucking Jit Barrett.
Uh-huh.
Taj Gibson's probably the only other veteran, not veteran, but older fucking guy on the team. Fucking Alfred Payton and shit. Like you just have.
Oh yeah, just a bunch.
Hey, Trey. Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
I only know like one name, Randall. Everybody else, I was like,
But
Oh, no.
I could probably just stick with the franchise chemistry. Yeah, because so like you can't really build a team just like I'm gonna get LeBron, I'm gonna get Porzingis, I'm gonna get Giannis, I'm gonna get Rose, not Rose now, but somebody, I'm gonna get John Wall. You can't do that because you can't make that creative team because chemistry. You gotta make sure they know how to play with each other. You gotta do it by pieces. That's why that big three mess is kind of killing a lot of people. They're like they don't know how to play with each other. A lot of fans, like loyal fans like Malik, they're gonna be like, man, they're not playing well together. It's like kind of killing the whole vibe of the team because they don't know how to play.
what are you talking about?
Games. Like say
I don't know.
say all the people like the best players, like they got Harden, like the Brooklyn, say Harden and Durant and Kyrie, right?
Kyrie's not there.
Everybody like, oh, they probably gonna be nice, it's gonna be cold, but the chemistry, they're not gonna be able to play with each other, they ain't gonna win no games. So
Yeah.
everybody's hopes, like like, damn, we're probably gonna win some games, we're probably gonna get us a ring. We got the best people, but they don't know how to play with each other. But first, you got a franchise player that been there, that knows the system. I'm gonna help you. Okay, this is how we do it over here. You feel me? This is how we run the game over here. So I'm gonna show you the ropes, and then so you can implement your game into our game. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build that chemistry. But if you just get three people that never play with each other, it ain't gonna work. They never play with that system, it won't work. Durant ain't never Brooklyn. Kyrie ain't never played with Brooklyn. Harden never played with Brooklyn, so he's not used to that coaching system. They ain't used to that.
Okay, so is it the team or is it the players? Because you just said that none of them played for Brooklyn before, but Harden and Kyrie has played before. They have some sort of a chemistry. They may not need it with the other fucking Nets, but obviously if it's them three and they're the big three, they could really set the stand. You know, they could set the stand. They can create the chemistry. You know what I'm saying? They can not essentially brainwash, but force them to apply. Get to that level.
Yeah. Kyrie's got to show up first.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
Physically show up.
Physically, literally,
beat it.
literally, physically, mentally, he needs to show up. Until then, I mean,
I feel like it's based on people's egos. Like,
yep.
Like Kyrie has a huge ego.
Yep.
James Harden, another huge ego, which I feel like there's a lot of players that have a problem playing with them, and some of these players are some good players, but they don't get along with them, or they want to keep the ball the whole time, or they feel like they have the best open shot, or they feel like if it comes down to it, I'm gonna take the shot no matter what, even if someone is open, I'm still gonna shoot it. Like there's players like that where it makes it kind of hard for people to want to stay somewhere or continue playing with somebody, which I feel like that's like a big key factor when if you like come out and you get a first round pick who's supposed to be like a LeBron or Kobe type background, and if you have like a team who's decent, but they're not winning nothing, I feel like sometimes those star players start to get a little agitated, or they start trying to you're trying to build the team, they're getting frustrated when losing all the time, so they're like, you know what, after this or whatever, I don't want to re-sign no more, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. So now you done built a kind of a good team for this player, but he don't want to play with y'all no more. And I don't know. I just feel like some players have like a good, like you say, chemistry. I feel like I'm going to say like LeBron has good chemistry. I feel like he can, even though he's a type of leader, but he's the type of guy who can fit in wherever he needs to go and make everybody just work good. Like he's a good passer, good scorer. I just feel like I don't ever heard nobody be like, man, I hate playing with LeBron, other than like Kyrie said some shit, but that's because he felt like LeBron was taking all the limelight, which LeBron doesn't really want the limelight for real. He's just out there playing.
He's the best player.
He's just out there playing. He's not the guy who he's the type of dude who will if he has to have the last shot, he will take it, and I feel like he will make it. But he's also another guy who'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna patch you someone, I'm gonna try to get someone open like he did with Danny Green, but that
Danny Green.
I just feel like those type of guys, if you have a player like that who doesn't mind sharing the light, I feel like the chemistry would be outstanding. I feel like
that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna love to play. They're gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna re-sign again next year. Like I just feel like those type of people who are gonna keep playing, like, hey, I like this, I'm gonna make something happen. Instead of someone be like, man, he ain't gonna pass the ball, I'm not even gonna try to play hard, I'm not gonna try to get open no more. He's gonna shoot it.
That's why the Warriors work, man. That's why the Warriors work, because they had Curry. Curry been there for a minute, and he was there, and then they got Clay. They just built that team. That team was built, not bought, and they just became a prolific team because they built that chemistry. That was just good.
Yep.
Off the whole board, everything
that was
good.
Draft picks.
Yeah, that was just the upper office. The front office was just him. They had a good coach with Steve Kerr. Played for the Spurs, played for the Bulls, so he had Phil Jackson's knowledge and Pop's knowledge. So that was just a good dynasty right there. Like that's a dynasty type team, you know what I mean? But
yep.
When they had gotten KD, that's when they fucked up.
Yeah, that was just
that fucked them up.
They didn't need it.
They won that ring, but it shot them in the foot.
Yeah. So that was it. That was the only thing that messed it up.
Because they blew that 3-1 lead. They freaked out. They freaked the fuck out. They were
who did they lose to?
But who beat LeBron? Who beat LeBron 4-1 when he was in Miami? Spurs.
Ooh.
Yeah, them Spurs.
that was the Spurs. Old man River Waters, Ginobili.
But y'all
Like
said
that was a
we
good
old.
team.
But y'all said we was old, and we came back.
But y'all was a team full of veterans, and y'all had Kawhi, who's actually good.
And that's
Yeah.
also because they should have won that year before.
Yeah,
We should have won that. Y'all
That's
got
why
lucky
they
with
came
that
back
damn
so
block.
hard the next year.
Chris Bosh that block, and then reality with that damn.
Greg Popovich fucked that up. He took Tim Duncan out, thinking they was gonna win. I mean, they was up. They was up. You know what I'm saying? But they just came on back, and Chris Bosh grabbed that rebound, man. And
We redeemed ourselves.
yeah,
Y'all
y'all.
win this year. Spurs gonna win this year. Spurs and 4.
Oh, and back to Jordan. Didn't he get swept by the Pistons? When the
Bad
first round
boys?
playoffs or something like that?
Bad boys.
Didn't something like that happen?
I don't know.
Wow,
Did
it
it?
was on him mid. Probably.
Hey, but that was bad boys though.
I mean, but it's Jordan though.
I mean, it's LeBron. LeBron got beat.
I mean,
Yeah,
LeBron
all
was doing a great
players.
job.
Everybody got beat.
Exactly. So what's your point exactly, James?
That LeBron is just as good as Jordan and or better.
Well, not as bad as it
Not
was
yet. Not yet.
in the 90s. You think LeBron wanted a fist fight? Well, maybe Isaiah. He would crush Isaiah Thomas. But like Bill Laimbeer and shit, like I don't think LeBron want to throw. You know what I'm saying? Get into that physicality.
Exactly.
With the basketball.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. He does not. He don't have it in him. He's just a nice person. He's a genuinely nice person. He's not gonna result to that. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna
I think he would have been fine.
Result to what?
to going crazy like the bad boys, like just
He's
pushing.
like Magic Johnson.
I mean, we can't really compare that because, like I said, like you're going off how he plays now. Like we can't compare that to somebody. Like if rough is how you had to play basketball, everybody would have to play that way. Like LeBron that stature who was raw at age 2 and growing up, like if he had to play rough the whole way, that's how he would be playing right now. We can't. How he plays now is because that's how the NBA is. Like if he had to play rough, he would be rough.
Players still play rough.
Well, so
Yeah,
let's just right because everybody when they talk about it, like, oh, Jordan is prime, LeBron is prime. Let's just say me and LeBron's prime, 2010s, whatever. Let's just say somebody picks up LeBron and by mid game, like Monster Jam, like Space Jam type shit, puts him on a court in the 90s, and they tell him, okay, this is your team. You play on the Bulls. You play the Pistons tomorrow. You're already conditioned. You know how to play basketball. You think he could survive that series?
Yes, 100%.
Oh yeah, who's about that? For sure.
Because he knows. He's not dumb. He'll know, like, oh, this is how y'all want to play. All right, that means this is how I got to play. They got if they rough, I got to be rough. Like, I'm not calling no calls. I got to be rough too.
Yeah, like LeBron's going to adapt. That's it.
You know what's going to happen if LeBron gets rough now? Everybody he touches, foul.
That's what LeBron would literally call for a foul as soon as somebody touch him. I remember it was a game, right? He got.
Oh, it was bad. It used to be bad.
Mm-hmm. I blame the Europeans for that.
Oh yeah.
But some old dude ran into LeBron. LeBron got off the court. I'm like, why you sitting out? Because you got hurt a little bit. Kobe ain't never did that. You know what I'm saying? Jordan ain't never did that. Nobody does that. Nobody's gonna sit out just because they got hurt a little bit. You're gonna sit out. See, LeBron's so worried about help and his getting injured that he will not survive against the bad boys. He would not want to go up with them like that. Because I'm scared I'm gonna get hurt. I'm gonna ruin my franchise.
That mindset wasn't like that back then. That's why niggas didn't last long.
That's why I'm trying to tell. He's not thinking about how if he had to play back then, is how he would be playing right then. And how he plays now is how he plays now. The reason why he has played so many years and plays just as good as any young nigga that comes in is because he takes care of himself. If he feels like he's about to get hurt, he's coming out because he doesn't care that, I'm playing my hardest and now I can't help my team. He gets off to make sure he can continue to play to help his team because he cares about winning. So if he's out, he can't help his team win. So he's gonna come out, make sure he's good. If he's good, he's going right back in.
So in the 90s, he's gonna help his team win.
In the 90s, if he had to play back then, he wouldn't be acting like he is now.
Yeah, that mindset is different.
He had to play rough. That's why I keep trying to tell you.
So he wouldn't worry about
even though
You don't
yes,
worry
the
about that
game
no
has
more.
changed. Even though the game has changed, like honestly, I've never seen LeBron get rough.
That's
Like
I
even like
have.
clean rough, even like clean rough. You know what I'm saying? Like
I seen clean rough.
I think clean rough for sure.
I don't.
I don't see him have big plays knocking things out the way.
I, huh?
I see him have plenty of clean rough. He just knocking
I,
out
know, I was
the
like,
tail.
huh?
Courage the cowardly dog.
All I heard. Three flat. I was like, what? That's all I heard.
I seen him plenty of times going there and bumping some people, and they, every time they get someone bumps them, they go, and Ron's like, every
Like,
bump
the bad boy. The bad boy's like, okay, it's a challenge. All right, let's go. Come on. The bad boy, come on.
That's why I really don't like trying to compare players, because like how Kahari's talking like, oh, the way he plays now is how he's gonna play.
But my whole thing is, I think LeBron is like that because he wants to protect his franchise. He wants to protect. He don't want to stay out for a long ass time because it's
He's
going.
trying to protect him.
But so he wouldn't have that business savvy and that same mindset in the '90s. What y'all saying? That's all
Because that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Like players, that was not a thing for you. Play basketball and you shut the fuck up. That's what they really want you to do. How them news people talk about LeBron just dribble and shut up.
No,
That's what there was.
Jordan was the same way. Jordan had all them endorsements. You tell me the
That's
Jordan
not the same.
That's insane, dude.
That was not the same. Gatorade. You had
LeBron damn near says whatever he really wants to say, for real, for real.
and Jordan was like that too.
And LeBron is the NBA. I don't care what nobody say. He is.
Jordan was the NBA. What do you
No
mean?
LeBron, it's over.
No Jordan, it was over. What do you mean?
That's true. But Michael Jordan couldn't really just do whatever he wanted to do, for real.
Yes, he did.
I don't think he could.
Back then.
For the Bulls,
You said what?
you can do whatever you want on the Bulls.
Yeah.
If he wanted to go to Lakers, he would have did the same thing.
He was kind of like doing what LeBron's doing, kind of when he went to the Wizards, I think. But he didn't do a good job at it, and people did not like him.
No, Jordan was old. His career was over at that time. He was just hooping.
You about to say something, Malik?
I was just saying it was green. He need to keep his shoes. That's why. He keep telling stuff. That's why.
I just know who didn't move teams.
He was about to after the allegations.
He almost did.
He almost went to the Clippers.
He almost went to the Bulls. He almost went to the Clippers.
He almost went
But
to the
didn't.
Bulls. Ugh.
Almost. He almost wanted to trade to the Bulls.
Who's gonna play with him? The Bulls.
Well, you're gonna leave to LA.
I wouldn't leave LA. If anything, I would have went to the Clippers.
LA could be
I ain't leaving.
0-32. I'm never leaving.
Right.
I seen some people say players never leave LA. They get traded. They don't ever want to leave.
You can't. I just leave LA, bro.
I mean, think about it.
For real. Look at Malik.
Think about it.
Malik done moved out there. He said he ain't coming home.
Right. I feel the same way. I'm in Phoenix. I'm not even in LA.
What team do you like, James?
You don't have a team.
Here, where he at?
I don't have too many teams.
Here,
But
where
I
he
will
at?
say, I usually go off of cities, Heat and Lakers. But the reason why I like the Lakers now is because Kobe left. So I was cool with the Lakers. I didn't like Kobe. I'm not a Kobe fan for
Go
real.
in and out, James. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
You go in and out. You like.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
There you go.
So I kind of like the Lakers, but I didn't like Kobe. I didn't like Kobe. So once he left, I was cool with the Lakers, but I was already a Clippers fan because I like LA, but I didn't like Kobe. So I was like, well, I'll just fuck with the Clippers because I don't want to fuck with the Lakers because Kobe's on there. Then he left. And then when LeBron went over, I was like, all right, now I can be a Laker fan because LeBron's there. Because I'm a LeBron fan.
See, that's why. Yeah, James not really a sports fan. He's just a player fan.
But if I have to choose, it's either Miami or Lakers. Football is either Dolphins or Chargers. That's my cities. That's what I like. when I say Dolphins, everybody's like, all right.
Dolphins are decent. Dolphins ain't bad.
It don't matter, man.
What is it, Malik?
I'm a
Yeah.
Giants fan, so I be laughing at everybody.
The Giants.
Yeah.
God. All right, who's your NFL team?
Oh, Patriots. I'm a type of person. I like the players because as a kid, I always liked the players. You know what I mean? Back then, like Randy Moss, like as a kid. But then I just always stick to that team no matter what. You know what I mean? I like Tom Brady. Like everybody like this because Tom Brady. Like no, I never really liked Tom Brady. He was a good player, but I wasn't like oh my god, Tom Brady. Like
I also like Randy Moss. When they lost
Yeah.
to the Giants, I really like that. I like the.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I like Randy Moss because he was on the field when y'all lost to the Giants. That's the only really good argument.
Yeah, they did.
I have lost to Tom
Eli
Brady.
Manning.
I just have it's like in the contract. Being a Giants fan, I have to bring it up. Sorry.
Yeah, I stick with the team, man. I was a Spurs fan because I played with them on NBA Live, and I was like, yo, this team dope. I like the Spurs. I'm a Spurs fan to the day I die. Like I'm a loyal fan. Like I don't care if they go 0-82. I don't care. Like I'm a Spurs fan. I'm not gonna leave the Spurs just because they lose. I'm just gonna be patient like everybody else. Like Trayvon with the Chiefs. The Chiefs were garbage for a while. Now they cold. Like that's a loyal fan right there. Like you know what I mean? Like them people is just
Trayvon was a fan of them Chiefs when they was wearing turtlenecks.
yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying. Like
when they was wearing the
that's
turtlenecks
loyalty.
in the team pictures.
That's loyalty. Like
MJ, who's your NBA team?
NBA team? I don't really have an NBA team. I mean, I love Boston for a long time, but really, I just be following LeBron for real. That's really
there you go.
just a player for
This is
real.
a disgrace. Embarrassing.
Right.
I was about to say MJ like Celtics, Thunder.
Thunder.
That's
It was
it.
like Cleveland, Miami, Lakers. Like
Yeah, that's wherever LeBron went after that. But really, all it was Boston and Thunder for a long time. Boston and Thunder, OKC and Celtics. That was all I really looked at.
Trey waiting for his turn. Y'all gonna ask me?
Can't relate. I've always been in LA. Now, like before I like really became a fan, I wasn't really like hopping around. It was just like me being like a fan like of basketball. You feel me? And I was just like, damn, they're pretty good. I like that. Oh, Thunder's pretty good. They weren't the Thunder then. Hell, they was fucking Sonics. Yeah, they were the Sonics at the time. Because I started liking Lakers in 07.
Yeah.
Because I had bandwagon to the Lakers in 07, and I've been there ever since.
That's the whole reason why I like Spurs. 07 championship. Like I just like them.
Was it 07, 08? That season we lost to the Celtics, that big three, that first year.
With Rondo.
No, because 07 we won the championship. Spurs won the championship 07.
Okay. You didn't have to say it like that. I'm just saying that first.
My bad.
Okay. All right.
I had to put that out there. My bad. No, I don't think it was the 08 though. It was 08 season. 08.
It was by 08. Yeah.
08, did he? He won in 08. Kobe won in 08.
No. The Celtics.
They won in 08? Oh, it's 09 then. 09, 10 season.
No, it was 08.
Right.
It was 08 that the Celtics won.
Okay.
And then Kobe and the Lakers went back to back. The year after that was 09-10.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Let's back it up. Back it up, baby.
Run that turtle.
Because what championship are you talking about with the Spurs when they beat the Cavs?
Yeah, they might be Cavs. 07.
That was like 06.
That's what I'm look it up. Hold on. I'll put Spurs 07.
I believe. I think it was like 06, 07. And then it was the Lakers in Boston 07, 08.
We won in 07. Spurs did.
While they're looking that up, is it the Go Talk just basketball right now?
Yeah, we were just talking about who's your favorite teams. That's how we talking about.
I was about to throw y'all off for a second.
I hope not.
I'll throw y'all off for a second.
Who's your best at?
I'm about to say, when it comes to boxing, who you think is the GOAT?
Blocks?
We'll save that for another video because that's a good one too.
Yeah.
I will throw you off for a second.
I thought about boxing all day on day.
Oh, boxing. I thought he said blocks. Like block shots.
That's what it sounded like he said. You know, his mouth. You know,
I thought he said blocks.
he didn't open up
why
his mouth.
can't we talk about that right now?
Boxing is.
I was like, why can't we talk about that? But
So, in conclusion, LeBron is right on. Like he could probably smell the back of Jordan's ears right now. Like, he's like, goat. You know what I mean? Like, he's right there.
Hey, I'm about to say that all players that play right now, I feel like Michael Jordan and LeBron. LeBron is on Jordan's ass. Like, he's coming for that. He's the closest nigga. He's the closest man to Jordan's ass.
You hear that, Jimmy?
He's on his ass.
Jimmy, you hear?
Hey, Trey be talking to that phone when nobody's around.
He be sipping drinks with him, tossing back shots with him.
Jim B.
Right, on this GOAT talk, right quick. So y'all, who do you think is the best point guard
Ever?
ever?
Or
I
right
mean,
now?
Current,
That's a hard one, man. There's so many.
current and like who do you think is the best point guard? It can be top two.
You talking about true point guards? Because LeBron, I don't think LeBron is main point guard. LeBron and Doncic ain't point guards, and Simmons ain't.
No, we're talking about point guard.
Purebred point guards.
Magic is number one.
Not the super niggas.
Magic was really good.
Yeah, Magic was that nigga.
Magic and let's see.
Stephen Curry is pretty good. He just shoots so well. His ball is crazy too.
But it's like, yeah, Steph Curry was like, he's dope as fuck. Like, you know, I'll always like Steph Curry. But like, he could not defend like that.
That's true.
He was never like defending the best point guard or like the best guard on the team. I ain't gonna say the best player because you know what I'm saying, he's too small for that. But you know, go ahead, Leak.
I was gonna say, I think who has slept on. Not slept on, but it's does not get his flowers. It's Chris Paul.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
And I would have put him before Curry. But
Okay, you can. Yep. Because Chris Paul, like, people don't give Chris Paul that much credit because he didn't reach the finals. You know what I'm saying? Which I understand. But name a team that Chris Paul did not get to the playoffs.
Yeah, y'all want to talk about.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all want to talk
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he took the Hornets to the playoffs.
Right.
But he had Kobe in his way. But let me move on. He
Kobe.
Who do we go to next?
Bruce.
I don't think the Clippers were in the playoffs, but he took them to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they was. At least one year. At least
Barely.
When Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan.
That's what I don't think they got. Did they already play before Paul was there?
Mm-hmm.
I think they did. I think Blake Griffin been there for a minute.
No.
Beginning to for some years, ain't
Yeah,
not before Chris Paul, though.
I think he got drafted to the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin.
But I think Chris Paul
I think he had only been there for like a year. I think it was just his rookie year. For like 2 years. And then Chris Paul came. And then that's when they started doing like better. Where he go to after that?
He went to the Rockets, yeah. Then he went to.
But they was already in the playoffs. But where did they get to? Did they get to the conference finals?
Yeah, I don't know. I know they got to.
Or was it the second round?
At least the second round.
Conference finals.
Because I know they didn't go 1 year. I hate to keep talking about my team, but that's the only time. That's the only thing I remember. We beat them, and that when we went to the played against the dang on Lakers, smacked us. I was pissed.
Yeah.
The Warriors, my bad. The Warriors smacked us with Harden. I remember my new Black Harden, and then that's when they didn't go to the finals.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And we fucking got clinked up by the Warriors. Fucking crazy as the Warriors.
So who's your two, right?
Huh?
Who's your 2 point guard?
You say Frank?
Magic is first. Damn. I probably have to go Chris Paul. Now that I think about it,
All
you
right.
probably have to.
Car.
It's either that or fucking
Who?
Stockton,
Yeah.
because he's still no AI was a shooting guard.
But he was my point guard.
True. He said he's my point guard. No, I feel that.
That's what I was gonna say,
I
Magic.
almost said AI too, because he was undersized.
Yeah.
But
I'll say Big O and then AI. That's what I say. Y'all forget about Big O. Robinson. That's what y'all forget about.
Oscar
Yeah.
Robinson. Damn, yeah, I forgot.
And then I say AI. I just like AI. AI's style was just impeccable, man. What he did to the game, bro, was just
yeah, that's true.
he added flavor to the game. Like, you know what I mean? Going for AI, people wouldn't be on that finessing.
Yeah,
You
that's
want to
true.
talk about most influential, one of the most
Here you go.
basketball
Here
players.
you go. Here you
It
go.
was AI.
Definitely AI.
Number one most influential basketball player ever.
Hold on.
Probably.
So who's the GOAT real quick though? Who y'all think? Y'all still people?
But we still sticking with our people. We ain't get nowhere.
Nobody
Yeah,
tripping.
that's what I'm saying. Georgia's still
Ain't nobody converting.
Y'all Jordan niggas, y'all ain't learned nothing new yet?
If LeBron wins a 3-peat, then he's the GOAT. I gotta say it. If LeBron wins a 3-peat, he's the GOAT, bro. I can't say that no more. If he wins 3 in a row,
And he might.
right now, then yeah. But till then, Jordan's the GOAT.
But I'm gonna end this video. So nobody changed who they thought. The GOAT is still LeBron, but everybody else sticking to their people. And appreciate you guys for checking us out. Stay tuned for the next video.